Hello, my friends. I have a quick overview of the 4.05 assignment 4-4. I'm sure you'll see that it's really not that complicated, especially if you use the organizer that is provided for you on the content page under 4.05. You'll see the drop box and the organizer is in there. So yes, you can turn it in. Yay! It's not just there to help you gather your thoughts this time. So, like it says, you're allowed to submit this organizer. So what do you need to do? Well, you're going to first go, sorry, I'm in the way. You're going to be taking 3 different personality tests. So you'll do the 1, 2, 3 personality test. You'll search for something along those lines. You'll do a keyword search for Psychology Today locus of control test and the Psychology Today anxiety test. So you just have to pick one. And then you'll do a keyword search for Big 5 personality tests. So you'll pick one from each of these searches you do. And then notice, summarize your results. So get your results, read them, and then don't give me all of the results. I've had some people turn in like 20 pages worth of results, which is like, whoa, okay. Tell me what you learned. Just give me a few highlights. Like, what does it say about you? You don't need to give me like, a 3-page or 30-page dissertation. Just, 2, 3 sentences. Just tell me a little bit about what you learn about yourself or what it says about you. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part has to do with testing validity and testing reliability, and I'm going to get into that in a moment. But question number 4 says, you get to give your opinion. How well did the test describe you? So this is where you get to give me your opinion. So if you're thinking, wow, this test has no clue who I am, great, tell me that in number 4. If you think this is the most awesome test you've ever taken, tell me that. If you think one test is spot on and one test has no idea what it's doing, this is where you tell me, question 4. Question 5 is where we get into the validity of the test. It's not about you. It's not about do you feel validated. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you think the test is valid, and I'll get into that in a moment. And then question 5 is where we talk about testing reliability. Again, not whether you feel you can rely on the test results, but whether or not you think the test is reliable. So let me explain what validity and reliability are. I know you probably are thinking, she's done ed puzzles on this, she's done all sorts of things. I know, but sometimes it helps to hear it multiple times to really get it. So validity is when a test, study, or experiment measures what it claims to measure. So for example, test number 2, you're supposed to take a locus of control or anxiety test. If you take an anxiety test and it measures your anxiety, then it is valid because it's measuring what it claims to measure. But let's imagine I take a personality test. The test comes back and it gives me results and I'm like, that's not me. I don't like that. I don't run around screaming and hollering at people all the time like it says. So the question is true or false? Is the test invalid because I don't like my results? What do you think? Answer is, if it measured personality like it says it measured personality, the test is valid. Even if I'm thinking, this isn't me, I don't like these results, doesn't matter. Did it measure what it said it would measure? Yes, then it measured, then it is valid. All right, how about reliability? When a test is reliable, that means it's going to give you similar answers or the same answers, similar or the same results to the answers you give. So if I take that 1, 2, 3 personality test and I give my answers, I'm honest, and then I decide to take it again, and I take it a second time giving almost the same answers, maybe I change one answer, I should get pretty much the same or similar results, right? Well, then that makes it reliable. But if I take it the first time and I give answers that talk about how I am very shy and very quiet in public, and it says that I'm a shy person, and then I take it again and give the same answers about being shy and quiet, and it says, oh, you're an extrovert and you're the life of the party, the test's not very reliable. So it needs to give me the same answers each time to the same or similar answers to be reliable. So took that same personality test, but this time I went back and I thought I'd be tricky and I gave totally different answers from the first time. So I get completely different results. So the first time I put in that I don't like to talk and I'm very shy and very quiet, and the second time I put in that I'm loud and wild and crazy, and the first time it tells me that I'm a very quiet, reserved person, and the second time it tells me I'm like a really wild, outgoing person. So I get different results. Okay, is the test unreliable? I changed my answers. I got different results. Does that make the test unreliable? No. If I gave the different answers, I want different results, right? If anything, it kind of proves the reliability of the test. If I give different answers, I should get different results. If I give the same or similar answers, I should get the same or similar results. If I do, it's reliable. Okay, so be careful. A lot of my friends fall in the trap of, oh, it's not reliable because um, I gave different answers and it gave me different results. Well, it should, right? Now, I didn't put up the link to the Edpuzzle assignment, but if you look just above the Dropbox in the content page, you'll probably find that Edpuzzle. Well, I know you'll find that Edpuzzle link. And you can also watch my Edpuzzle to get more information about validity and reliability. All right, so the last thing to do, step 3, is to write a summary paragraph explaining your results. Guys, paragraphs are not 1 or 2 sentences. Paragraphs are at least 3 to 5 sentences or more. You can never go wrong with more. So you have to consider 3 questions. You have to talk about what you learned. Where's my mouse? What you learned from all the tests you took. And it might be nothing. And I have some students tell me that I didn't really learn anything. This is pretty much what I've already known. Or I didn't really learn anything because I didn't agree with any of the results. You know, that happens. I mean, they're computer tests, they're algorithms. Sometimes the algorithm gets things wrong here and there. And sometimes we read questions differently. Which ones were beneficial and which ones were not beneficial? Maybe the first test was very beneficial and you tell me why, but the other 2 tests weren't. Or maybe all 3 were beneficial. So keep an open mind when you're taking this because maybe you'll learn something about yourself, but do know that sometimes they get things wrong. That happens. So let's say that you found the test claimed to measure personality. And you said, well, yeah, it did measure personality, so it's valid. But I really didn't care for the results that I got. Well, here is a great place to tell me that stuff. Okay, so be careful. Numbers 5 and 6 are not about how you feel. They're about the opinion about the test itself, whether the test is valid and reliable. But you don't have to like what you got. And that's why I gave you question number 4, where you tell me what you think, and step 3, where I ask you to summarize kind of your feelings about it. So I try to give you both parts in this. All right, my friends, any questions, comments, concerns? Let me know if you need any help. Remember, you can use the organizer. Use it to make your life easier. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what you do. And the organizer, as I said before, is on the OHS page under section 4.05. It's where the Dropbox is for this project. And I hope you learned something interesting about yourself. So let me know, my friends.